Shot o'clock.
Shot o'clock.
Bro, I remember touching on your subject earlier. I remember in junior high, man, I would always wear like the flood pants. You know what I mean? And you get roasted in the hallways. Yo, where's the flood, bud?
Yeah.
You know
You would
that,
wear flood pants? Like,
bro. I don't even want to get
I would
started.
be the one that would be roasted.
My parents, yeah, you probably would be
I'd be
too.
like, what the? Hey!
What are those?
Yeah.
Where's the flood, Johnson?
Yeah, they'd be like, yo, Cody, what's up with your pants today? I'd be like, don't talk about it, okay? I don't go shopping. My parents don't love me enough. No, my parents do love me enough, but... And nowadays, I look at people, I'm like, bro, you wear flood pants, and people who roasted me in junior high are wearing them. Because it's the trend now.
Because it's the trend now.
Yeah.
But it's true. You see the, like, and it looks good. I'm not gonna lie, these niggas look fashionable.
Some of them, but I can't pull it off for shit. Personally, I can't.
I think you still could. You just gotta rock it the right way. My nigga.
I don't dress... Bro, look at what I'm wearing, man.
Pass me that
Shameless plug right now. Early. I know this is super early. Y'all gonna recognize me as that nigga that gives shameless plugs super early, bro.
There's
But
Henny in there.
real talk, my girl, her sister
Bro, it took
is like
half
a
shot-
personal
shot and a
designer
half.
and personal like shopper and shit like that. She's starting to get into that.
It's like half a
industry.
shot.
What?
Like has a vlog, has everything for like
Hey.
this is what's in style, this is what's not in style, and she'll literally personal shop for you.
Right.
If you holler at her and you give her the right price, she'll personal shop for you and get you your shit, my nigga. I'm gonna put you in touch with her.
Oh, boy.
shout out
Cody
to-
feels like he can't dress. Cody, why do you
Shout
feel
out
like
to
you can't dress?
shout out to Chelsea, bro.
Man,
Shout out Chelsea.
I don't know the trend.
Chelsea.
I'm skinny as fuck. I got a weird, like, length of an inseam. I got a weird
fine,
build.
bro.
I got a
Yeah,
fucked
you gotta
up
work with
shoulder.
what
My
you got,
nigga,
bro.
to be honest,
Pardon?
after
You gotta work
COVID,
with what you got. You gotta change.
True.
Facts.
True.
That's
what I-
Hey, one piece prized possession I have is my custom-made Italian
Swing that
wool
hookah
suit.
with my
Spent
word,
$3,000 on that
I'm not
shit.
smoking that.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
fine.
I spent
Double
$3,000
apple.
on that. You don't want double apple, bro?
What'd you get it for?
Double apple.
Pardon?
What'd you first get it for?
So, I worked for a company that, like, I sold, like, just bespoke, like, menswear. So, like, suits,
Okay,
vests,
yeah.
all that. And, like, we imported from Italy. It was custom-made in Italy. And I had to get a
fancy
suit.
shop.
Yeah, I had to get a suit custom for me because, like, my right arm is 3.5 inches shorter than my left arm
That's a lot.
Wow.
because of my surgeries
Oh,
and shit,
right.
right? So,
Okay, I was gonna
And,
ask him, like, is that normal?
yeah, and so I had to do, like,
Oh,
Damn.
shit.
Oh shit. It really be like
Damn.
that, huh?
It really be like
yeah, but people don't notice until
Not
they
at all.
actually do.
Not-
I would
yeah.
never fucking notice.
No one notices, but when you see my suit, you're like, what the fuck is up with this guy? He's got like one arm shorter than the other, you know what I mean? So, but no, like the price was like $3,000 for it. And I got it for like cost, literally like $1,800 or something. But it's like all Italian wool. You open it up, it's got like my nickname in junior high was Shark Bait. So kind of stuck with that.
Shark Week, Shark Week,
All right,
Shark
so
Yeah.
actually, sorry, high school. My nickname was Shark Bait. I'm a bit drunk, so don't mind me.
What? They'd hang you in the water?
No, so I had a.
They'd be waving curfew in the water like, hey!
You were the nigga getting booked.
That was before I was
Like, I'm
curfew,
gonna make you
way
my
before.
bitch. In high school, and just yo, come here. Sharks, come here.
No,
come
that's
here.
like my nickname nowadays out of high school because it became a DJ and curfew is like curfew's another story.
So
but
wait, yeah.
Shark Bait came from I had a reverse shoulder replacement and nerve transplant and muscle transplant,
Damn.
and I was in a brace under and I couldn't put it through a hole in my clothes,
Right.
so it was always under. And this one kid came up to me in high school. I was walking down the hallway, and I got bullied a lot. And he, you know, like the term bindering. Ever heard of it?
Yeah.
Like when people come up and like if you're carrying a binder,
Oh, and just drop your bucks.
they'd slap it from behind
Oh,
and
yeah.
everything would drop.
Yeah.
Well, I got that happen to me, and then they're like, "Where's your arm, loser?" And I was like, "Well, you really want to know?" And they're like, so I basically lied to them. I told them a story because this is like the fourth person that asked me in the day,
Yeah.
"Why don't I have an arm?"
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, I was surfing in Hawaii and I got bitten off by a shark."
Oh, yeah.
And this
You
kid
always gotta
believed
come up
me.
with a cool story.
I'm sorry.
I like the wild
But
stuff.
hold on, isn't that what every kid does? In
Yeah.
like when you have any sort of injury at all, you
Yeah.
make up some wild
Yeah.
story, bro.
So I don't know how many of y'all can.
Bro,
really
let me
see it,
finish
but
my
it's like-
story.
I'm sorry.
What the
I'll
fuck?
let you finish.
I
But
always
it's
get
literally
cut
like
off,
the-
and then people
the-
bitch at me like, "You don't talk enough," and then I get cut off by this
It's like
guy.
it's honest to God, like, so before I let him finish, it's like the stitches on my forehead. Niggas used to fucking, like, I used to tell, apparently, well, I had a shorty the other day at Raw Bar come up to me and be like, yo, remember when you used to tell the story about the stitches on your forehead? And I was like, dog, I don't even remember that shit. I'm like,
But it was
real
bullshit.
Yeah, but it was bullshit. But like the real story is I fell on the edge of a glass table running around a carpet in Zimbabwe. Fell on the edge of the glass table. That shit sliced my head open. Went for surgery. It's Africa. This is like way back when I was like 2, 3, or 4 years old. Niggas couldn't, like, they didn't have the same medical advancements as they do now. So all of a sudden they just had to stitch it up and down and across, and my shit got a Ukrainian Orthodox cross on my forehead. You know?
That makes you special like Harry Potter, bro.
You feel me? That I used to get called Harry Potter.
Until you just said
Yeah,
it.
Nobody does. Nobody does because like now it's
right now,
it's
bro.
to the
Because I look
point.
you in your eyes, bro.
It's to the point where it's kind of like blended in, and
Right.
like you can't really notice.
Yeah.
But like way before, bro, niggas just
I
comment
got
on
the
that
same
shit.
shit. I got
You're
the-
Harry Potter. You're this nigga. You're Lord Voldemort. You're da 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 da. And I'd be like, bruh, allow me, my nigga.
Bro, we talking about stitches. Let me show you my shoulder, bro. You guys will be fucking scarred. You
Ah,
want to
no,
see?
no,
I'll
don't let us
strip
see
you
this
guys
right
on
now.
camera.
Off cam on the show.
It's actually,
Don't want to get flagged.
my bad. Yeah.
But no, yeah, like, and ever since then, like, the whole bindering incident, like,
Yeah.
kind of, like, throughout high school, when I was there, I was always called, like, yo, shark bait. Like, even in automotives, I take mechanics. Shout out Jasper Place High School. Teaching me.
Fuck JP. I'm gonna let y'all know
Yo,
right now
fuck
as an
off.
O'Leary coach, bro. We
Oh my
shit
God.
on JP every fucking
That's
year.
why our soccer academy beat yours.
Oh shit.
Except for 1 year.
And I was playing.
this shit real, bro.
Except for 1 year.
And the year I played, we still beat you.
Except for 1 year.
And the year I played, I still beat you.
That's a 1 year.
You just said except for 1 year, but the year I played with a fucked up shoulder, I still smacked you guys. Scoring 3 goals.
That's a 1 year.
No, I played for
O'Leary's
2
been
years.
tops. My nigga, we had
2 years.
Hansen.
We weren't
was
in
Ainley
your.
fan.
We were
What do you
public.
gotta say about
This
it?
is Ainley
When we
fan. What do you gotta say
scrimmage-
about Ainley?
What, fuck Ainley.
Don't
What
even-
the fuck?
Listen.
Hold on, Wagner. You got talking shit about
Listen. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all.
Wagner?
I don't care.
go
You
in down.
could have fucking Alfonso
champ.
Davies, bro. I don't care, man. All I'm saying is 2 years in a row, when we scrimmaged against you guys just for fucking fun, we still clapped your
Y'all had
ass.
Alfonso?
That's all I gotta say.
Nah, he was supposed to come to O'Leary.
Where
But
was
then
he?
he ended up going to St. Joe's because St.
Yeah.
Joe's had that had the deal with FC Edmonton, right? So it's like right after, like, so
the reserve
FC
academy.
Edmonton.
Smart.
He was the reserve academy. Yeah.
Like no,
His
yeah,
card's right,
He
yeah.
played the way. He
no,
played the right
100%,
way.
he was smart, but like on the lows though,
Right.
like we had Hansen, we had David Doe, we had all these niggas that are right now signing pro contracts all across the world. So like I'm just saying,
Yeah, you have Marcus Villado. You have
Feel me?
everyone. Yeah.
Imagine though. Imagine if.
Yo,
everybody
shout out
was
Marcus
stacked on
if you're
that
watching.
team.
bro, that shit would
Imagine
Yeah.
if everybody was stacked on that team.
Yeah.
Y'all would have been fucking like everybody that's playing professionally now just
Hey,
playing.
all
the
I'm saying,
same.
I wouldn't have gone hosed at that point then.
Hey,
Yeah.
true,
I
bro.
would
You'd
not
have
have gone
been.
hosed.
You'd have been sitting on the
Hey,
bench.
shout out to all the
bro.
shorties I used to chop and talk to in high school.
Shout out. Hey, you know what? Big up. Shout
And
out.
that he-
Shout out all the shorties I used to chop in high school and junior high.
Big facts, bro.
Big facts, yo. There was only.
Yo, y'all
there was
paved the
only
way
like,
for me.
It was funny because there was only like 15 like girls throughout that whole section. It was just like a fucking loop.
Yeah, for me, you take that loop and just subtract 15.
My bad.
That was mine.
My bad,
Damn.
bro, my bad.
But you went to FX. FX.
I went to JP. I just told you I went to JP. Are you not listening?
Never mind.
What the fuck?
FX.
JP?
fuck
Hey,
is FX?
I ain't gonna
No,
lie.
no. But I have an excuse. I was in the hospital my grade 12 year
Yeah.
for 6 months.
Damn, yeah,
Hey,
Like-
then coming back from Houston and like taking 2 years off of high school.
Is that better than coming back?
Hold on. No. Hear me out.
Bro, you don't know the struggles. I had.
me finish.
No. Let me finish.
Alright, go.
Fuck you this time. I was in a hospital
back.
Now
bed,
he's on.
and no one
Would've
fucking.
got you, bitch.
I had no friends or shorty or whatever the fuck you want to call it
Yeah.
to bring me homework.
I had no friends.
I had no one.
No nothing. I had no fucking
I had to come out of the hospital,
whatever you wanna
call it.
walk down the block if
Yeah.
I wanted to get my homework to go get it.
'Kay.
I didn't have a teacher telling me. I didn't have no fucking Zoom. I didn't have nothing,
But here's my thing. I was.
and I still graduated. So fuck you.
Here's my thing though. I was short like 30, 40 credits when I came back from Texas.
Right.
Because I didn't do grade 11 here.
Oh,
right.
right, yup.
So I was
That's-
like
that makes
short
sense. This all
credits,
makes
right?
sense. Yeah.
I had a fucking like,
I didn't think about that.
and I came back like Christmas time. These niggas didn't even want to let me into high school, bro.
Really?
They did not want to accept me back into the school after I had already been there, set records for fucking football shit.
Right.
These niggas didn't want to let me in. I had to come back. All of a sudden, I was like, I had to beg, damn near beg. It wasn't for if it
Were you
wasn't for
playing?
my boss.
Were you going back and playing sports as well, or was
No,
it just
honestly,
physical?
the only sport that I
Okay.
played when I came back was football, or no, track. Track and field was the only sport I was allowed to
gonna
play
get him
when
on
I
the
came
break.
back.
No, don't worry about it.
Because basketball, I ain't gonna say nothing, but the coach is a little bit of a hoe.
Yo,
Two.
you a hoe, motherfucker. You a hoe.
Two, football I had already came too late, you know what I mean? And at that point, like, I had done my last year of football
Yeah.
in Texas, or technically last year in Texas coming
Yeah.
back here, so they wouldn't have allowed me, because at that point, I'm way too experienced for all the niggas that was out here playing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, when I came back, I literally had to beg, bro. If it wasn't for my boss right now, literally
Big
damn
homie,
near my
big
fucking
homie,
father.
bro.
This is my second father. You feel me? If it wasn't for him, I definitely wouldn't have graduated. I came back literally, I was short like 40, 50 credits, bro.
Shit.
And I gained all that shit back in one fucking semester.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's some real shit. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have gone to NDSU and
I
played
got
D1 football.
kicked out at Ainley. And
Whoa!
What the fuck?
Time out. You got kicked out of Ainley?
You know I roll with shooters, bro. Come on, bro.
No, you're making it sound like a crazy
Yeah,
story.
you capping. You need that cap hat. Where that?
I didn't hear this. How the fuck you get kicked out?
Yeah, where the cap and
You're
cap?
making it sound like a crazy story. It was just from.
I'm gonna get it for you.
No,
Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Oh, fuck. I was joking. It was a joke. Can't be a comedian nowadays. Alright.
Nah, you heard Alex last pod. It's not easy to be.
Yeah, he's right, bro. You can't just. I can't just say I'm a comedian now. My bad.
What I was trying to get at is I went
bro.
to Wagner.
You got
after
kicked out of Ainley. That's what you said. All right,
Yeah.
continue.
A lot of skipping. And I got into Wagner after, and they were like, "Oh, I don't know."
You're the other JP kid.
Yeah.
Hey, when I'm like, I go to JP, they're like JP Wagner. I'm like, no, bitch, Jasper Place.
WP, nigga.
Yeah.
Oh, Oh, fuck.
It's okay.
Hey, people.
Same shit, different day.
Same shit. Yeah.
Same shit, different
Nobody
day.
knows who Wagner is.
The only reason I got accepted in is because of my big curling resume.
Yeah.
I had all these
Got a
like
rotation.
You curl?
curls,
I'm one of them
Was
niggas that
provincial
pump- that pump on the
champions.
blunt pass.
provincial champion and stuff. They saw the resume. They're like, oh. Our curling team isn't doing that well.
So
would
they
you
suck
consider
dick.
joining it? Yeah,
They are
They're like-
shit.
They're like, would you consider joining it? I was like, oh yeah, and that's my plan to join. They're like, yep, come right in the school.
Nigga
So
won
they
gold.
accepted-
Nigga won gold.
They accepted you just because you curl.
Yeah, pretty
Nigga
much.
won
They
gold.
needed the sports thing.
Nah,
So
nigga
you
won
were
gold.
were you
Don't
the
fuck around.
skip,
You know
the
Kevin.
first,
You know my man
or
Kevin,
the
what's his
lead,
name?
or the second?
Whatever.
Skip.
Yeah,
You're the
whatever.
skip. So you called the shots.
Oh yeah.
What's his name, Kevin?
Kevin Hart or Kevin
Martin.
Kevin Martin. Mine
Kevin
could be
Hart.
Kevin-
What the fuck am I talking about?
My man was taught by Kevin Martin, bro.
You were taught by Kevin Martin.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. That's what it's like to live.
If you don't know who the fuck Kevin Martin is, I don't.
This was when
expect-
I was in Edmonton. Okay.
I expect white people mainly to know.
You probably listen. You was probably on the edge right before they created a fucking shared park.
No, he was south. He was in.
I was
Ellerslie.
south, bro. I had a bigger.
Whoa. Was it
I had a
Ellerslie?
bigger house
No.
when I was in Edmonton.
He had a bigger house.
Bullshit.
He had a bigger house when he was in Edmonton. He had a maybe.
It was
more-
only 10,000
he had a-
square feet.
He had a more expensive. He had a more expensive house when he was
Yeah.
in Edmonton,
It's
and
only another $1 million.
he was in the school. He was in Ellerslie when Ellerslie was nothing. So
he's
because his
still
dad was
first
a heavy.
class.
His dad was a heavy duty mechanic.
So he's still first class. Bro.
Yeah.
How many niggas you know was in Ellerslie? I remember going to high school parties in Ellerslie.
And
Bro,
Ellerslie,
was
if you
first
was
class
out in
side.
Ellerslie, like my cousin lived in Ellerslie,
Yeah.
and when we went out to Ellerslie, you was like, damn. So when Dylan was certified and we was driving out every day to this man's house, and we pulled up how much, bro?
Bro, that's like
If there was a video camera that just captured the stupid crazy shit we was doing,
bro.
Yeah.
I, honest to God, I had one white friend like that, and his name was Austin.
Yeah.
Hey, Austin.
It's always a white
I'm gonna
guy.
tag you in this. I'm gonna send this to you too. Austin
This is a clip.
Ludwig, bro.
Clip
Austin
it.
Ludwig, and like my nigga Patrick. I can't remember your last name, G, but you're still my G. Patrick, bro. This nigga had a house. And it was like right off of fucking Wayne Gretzky.
Hey.
But like where it was like an area that was just getting built, bro. This nigga
Yo.
had everything.
That-
Bro, I remember
see?
sleepovers at this nigga's house. I was like, bro, I was walking in the house and be like, this is what it's like to live in to have
Yo.
a 2-parent house. Like, this is what it's like to have money, my G. God damn, bro.
Yeah, yo. It got to a certain point where we got our Sherwood Park house and we were trying to sell our Edmonton house.
Yeah.
And it was when the market took a crash. So this was literally on the market for a year and a half, maybe
Yeah.
2 years. And my parents, my whole family moved into the Sherwood Park house, and I just took care of
stayed.
it. I stayed in Edmonton.
He lived-
By your
I was
damn
just-
self?
He lived for
I was
2 years, pretty much,
in
by
a
himself.
mansion by myself.
By
Just running
himself.
that
Bro,
shit.
why was I not friends with
Bro,
you,
we
bro?
was
The type of
bringing-
parties we could have thrown in high school and shit.
We came
with me
through.
going to Old Larry,
We
bro.
weren't bringing
Yeah.
we weren't bringing women through. We weren't doing anything crazy, but we would just come through. We'd smoke up crazy. Sorry if anybody's watching that, and we would just do the most because it's like
We were getting walked in on realtors, so
Oh,
we were
this
smoking in the
this
garage
nigga.
and coming in doing showings.
this nigga crazy.
Like,
Yeah.
oh
Go
shit.
tell him that one. Tell him that story.
different.
Tell him that story. Tell him
That's
that story.
different.
Yeah.
I
We
need
got
to hear
enough
this
time.
story.
We got
I
enough time
need
for
this.
Because they would never let me know. I just have the homies over. We'd be, smoking to the garage. All of a sudden, you hear the keypad go on the door. And you're like, oh shit, somebody's coming. They open the garage. It's like, the realtor showing off. This is the garage. We're
And
just
there's
in there
three niggas
smoking.
sitting there
all you see
smoking
is
weed
like,
in the
Yo, what's
garage.
up? Yo, what's up?
Just clouds blowing into the house. Just
Bro, I wish I was on that level, bro. I swear to God, if I was ever on that level, my nigga, shit.
no,
Yeah.
but
The
like
type of levels I'd be fucked up on, bro. Like, I had friends in high school, like, one of my niggas, Keenan Shaw. Shout out to you, bro. This nigga was, like, one of the realest niggas, bro. This nigga had a house, bro. The type of shit we used to get down in that house when I first met this nigga when he moved out here from Ontario, bro. That shit was different.
bruh.
Are you drunk?
Yeah, he's drunk.
Yeah, I'm tipsy as fuck.
This guy's-
bro,
he's
Hennessy
feeling
got me fucked up.
Hennessy's strong. This is the VSOP too.
Yeah.
Dark
Yeah.
liquor, bring
Yo, yo.
that energy.
Aged 8 years.
Yeah, I don't drink
Learn
any,
from
bro.
Shawn.
I think it's like 10 plus, 10 plus.
10 plus.
VSOP's 10 plus.
Motherfuckers.
I drink vodka.
I drink Smirnoff.
I drink Smirnoff Ice.
I hear my mom praying almost every other night. Actually, I can't say every night. Every night, every day.
Yeah.
So, like, for me, it's like, to an extent, I'm religious. Because I believe. I've seen, like, I could tell you all stories of, like, the shit when I've seen ghosts. And, like, I dead ass.
Me too.
dead
Yeah,
ass,
yeah.
I've
Me too.
seen
Me too.
Ghosts.
100%.
Never believed in ghosts. Went to Africa, saw ghosts. I was like,
That's
We can all talk
okay.
about this shit
You know
for
what I
sure.
mean?
That's like I'm not really religious. I
Yeah.
come from a very religious family
Yeah.
and stuff, and I've seen ghosts.
Yeah.
Like seen stuff, but I still don't like fully have like a full belief in
no,
it.
that's me. That's
stuff.
like me. Where it's like some things I'm like, I don't know if this is like fully true, but to an extent I'm like, yo, like that shit has an answer to it. You know what I mean? Like there's moments like one story like when I was in I want to say like grade 11ish, right? We got into a car accident. And like the driver was speeding, like so. Let's say on Wayne Gretzky, so I'm low key still kind of petrified. Every time I drive on Wayne Gretzky, I look and I'm like, ugh.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's like we're going
That
straight,
shit.
going northbound to hit Yellowhead.
Yeah.
Cars coming, speeds through the light. It's a stolen car and everything. I caught that shit last second. I turned and I'm like, Mom. Mom looks, sees that shit coming. She kind of tried to swerve out of the way. Car still nips our side, and it's my side of the door. I'm in the passenger side. That shit was gunning. If I never said anything, or like God didn't give me the signal to feel that shit, see that shit, I damn near could have been paralyzed.
Yeah.
Right? But that shit hit the back, like literally right at the door, like the door line from the passenger front seat in the front to the back, hit right there. And I walked away unscathed, no nothing, no everything. You feel me? Another story is like grade 5, grade 6. Riding my bike, went up and down hills with my niggas during like summertime in elementary.
Getting that air, you know what I'm saying?
You feel me? Yeah, exactly. And I was like, BMX. Didn't realize this BMX didn't have brakes. Went onto oncoming traffic.
Oh, fuck.
Full speed. I got hit.
What?
You got hit.
I got hit.
What?
To this day, I could still probably pull up the medical records. I got hit. Got up, ran to the grass on the other side, and just laid in the grass, like arms out, legs widespread, and I was just laying there. No stitches, no broken bones, no nothing. Perfectly clear.
Damn.
Walked away the next day.
No
Went to the
way,
hospital
bro.
that night. Got like talk, whatever. Got out the hospital that night. No scratches, no nothing, no concussion, no, zero anything. So it was like
crazy.
really like after those shits, that's when I kind of started believing. I was like, yo, there is a God. Because
Damn, my friend got hit by a
realistically, I
bus
should've
and he
died.
got fucked up.
That's what I'm saying. Like I should have died multiple fucking times.
Who
But,
got hit
like,
by a bus?
One of my friends from my old church group, his name was Levi. He was riding his bike across a crosswalk, and the bus hit him.
Yeah.
And like, he had to go to the hospital and stuff. He
Bro, it's the same
fucked up
thing,
his
bro.
leg. Yeah.
Like when I was born,
scared
bro,
right now for
I had
some
my
reason.
umbilical cord wrapped around my neck. I should have
my
died.
God.
I didn't
Shit.
die then. You know what I mean? So like I always like
That's
I look
like
back
when
at
I was
it.
a kid. I came back home from the hospital and I had something in my throat and I
Yeah.
started choking. And literally a couple weeks before I was born, my dad took this like infant like first aid course and stuff and knew the proper way to do like CPR on infants with like 2 fingers
Yeah.
and stuff and did that on me and got this shit out of my
Saved your
throat.
life.
Yeah, and I would have been dead. Like he said, I was literally turning blue. I
Yeah,
was
so
choking.
like it was after all those instances.
You and I were like, what the fuck?
Yo, I'm like, I'm drinking the wine. The wine makes you emotional. So like, I'm like,
Yeah,
damn,
it was after
nigga.
all those instances when I kind of realized I was like, yo, God is a real thing. Like
100%.
heaven is a real thing. Like shit like that.
Somebody out there is
like,
looking for
somebody's
it.
up there because somebody's up there watching me and like, yo,
And
you
honestly,
got
I
bigger
believe
plans.
that.
We got to keep you.
No,
going.
I believe that. I see. Like, I'm not a religious dude, and I come from a very, very, very religious family.
You've
and it's-
seen exorcisms.
Yeah, I've seen exorcisms. I've been possessed.
Yeah.
Like my grandfather was a pundit, which is a priest in the Hindu culture, and he was one of the best in Edmonton.
Yeah.
There's awards all over my house and all this shit, right? He built the Vishnu temple, like he helped build it, and it's in the north side of Edmonton.
Yeah, I know exactly where that is.
Yeah. So like that was like home to me, where I would go, and there would always be crazy shit going on. So there was a certain, I don't remember exactly what the date is, but there's a day of the year in Hindu culture where it's just like demons are out and about.
I was talking to Rochelle about this.
And literally, like, people will get, like, possessed, and, like, you'll go to the mandir, and, like, which is the temple, and you'll go, and, like, people will be possessed and be speaking in tongues, and, like, a whole bunch of crazy shit, sticking shit through them, and, like, no blood, like, just doing a bunch of, like, weird, crazy fucking shit. And I witnessed it all at, like, the age of 6 and 7, and you know, this was, like, my religion. And at the time, I'm not religious at all, really, anymore. I have beliefs, but they're my own.
Yeah.
And it's just like, seeing that shit was just like, bro, like, I've seen people get exorcised, I've seen people get possessed, I've seen ghosts, like, what I think are ghosts or demons, I've seen these things, but at the same time, I don't really believe in it all. But I've witnessed it, or I've bared witness to, like, an anomaly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that shit shouldn't have happened, kind of thing. And it's just like, well, what am I gonna do? I think, honestly, if you want to talk to me, bro, everything's a simulation, bro. But that's me.
My neighbor, like, with my story, like, because, you know, like, well, I told you guys, you guys know the story about my shoulder, and, like, how I had cancer for 10 years and yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, that's not yada, 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 bro.
yeah, but no, I'm not going to go into depth about it on here, you know what I mean?
Okay.
But, like, one day I was, like, really depressed about it, because, like, I was told, oh, it'd never come back. I think it was, like, 15 or 16. Super depressed about it. My neighbor, to my parents, he's very, very, very religious. And he came over because my mom told him. And he's like, how you doing? I was like, I'm not too well. And he's like, do you mind if you come over? He's like, do you want to come over and, like...
Bro, Loki, sorry to cut you off. I might have to, like, right back down on that ground, bro. That ground had me
God.
fine,
Bro, lay down, bro.
And, yeah.
Hey, yo, pod. I don't give a fuck what y'all say.
Hey, now you catching it. I was about to cut it out the first time, but now you catching the second dose.
Catch it this time.
This is the second dose right here.
Keep going.
Anyways,
I think this is about to be the best episode.
bro, what do you...
Y'all are catching Shawn drunk as fuck.
Bro, I ain't got no
This is
room
what I
right
like,
now.
bro. I'm glad you got drunk as fuck with me. It's since your birthday, bro. That's what's up, dog.
Man rolls onto my feet.
Blame Sebastian, but you know what I'm saying? At least you got it you here.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, my neighbor, he's like, you might come over and praying, like us praying for you, our family. I was like, yeah, sure, whatever, I'll go. I'm not religious at all. Don't believe in pretty much anything, to be honest with you, but everyone has their own beliefs, you know?
Yeah.
So I went over there, and he asked me how I'm feeling. I was like, I'm depressed, like, you know, this sucks. And he's like, well, God is testing you.
This nigga's just laughing at me right now.
I'm just gonna watch it, bro. Go ahead.
And I was
How did
like-
you feel about that at first? Like, did
was
that
like,
annoy you?
Yeah, I was like, what the
Yeah.
fuck do you mean he's testing me? The fuck does that mean?
Right.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, he's testing you. I was like, why is he testing me out of everyone? He's like, seeing how strong you are. And I was like, what? That doesn't make sense. Why would he plague me with cancer to see how strong I am?
Right.
I was like, that's so stupid.
Yeah.
I was like, I had it at 10 years old.
Yeah, that's fucked
I
up.
was like, why a 10-year-old? Why not a 50-year-old?
Yeah.
You know, who has his shit together?
100%.
Or why not, like at the time I was like, why not give it to a crackhead?
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? Why me? And he's like, well, he's testing you to see how strong you really are, because later in your life, you know, you'll build a character up, and then anything that you have in your past, when you get older, you'll always relate back to when you're younger, and you overcame that,
And you bulldoze through all this bullshit.
and you survived.
Right.
Yeah.
And then when you're older,
He's
you know,
not wrong.
He's
But at
not.
the same time, I don't think you deserve to get cancer.
No,
Like,
and I don't.
Yeah.
Bring that mic right here, bro. Bring that mic.
I don't think-
Mic. So, like, I'm gonna speak the loudest shit for this one. I'm gonna speak the loudest shit for this one. But, like, to that whole point of, like, having a pastor, you know, like, having anybody pray and say that shit for you, bro. It's like the same shit I was telling you the other night. Everything happens for a reason. I hate this nigga, Jaylin. This is how fucked up I am tonight, bro. Honestly, okay, like two things. So one, I blame Seb. Two, I'm gonna be so honest with y'all.
Yeah, look right
Like-
into this motherfucking camera right here.
Two, so one, I blame Sebastian, aka Top Boy.
Fuck
Two,
you up.
I'm gonna be super honest with y'all. Like today, I actually really, really needed this.
Yeah, I got you.
My grandma's super, super sick in the hospital.
and it's one of those where like she was like coughing up blood, sick, whatever. So like I really needed a night like this because my mom's been like freaked out, super crying, super whatever.
It affects the whole
house.
family. Yeah.
You feel me? Like it literally hits the whole family, especially when it's like her mother.
Yeah.
And like for me, like being like the second boy child that was ever born in our family, like my grandma, like me and my grandma are like this, you know. So like it hit me hard, right?
Of course, bro.
Yeah.
But like to your whole thing about like why me, why this, why that? Honestly, I feel like God does everything for a reason. You know what I mean? Like again, I'm not the most religious person. There's a bunch of shit that I've done and continue to do that you would be like, yo, that's a sin. That's this, that's that, this, that, and the third, right? But I feel like
perfect Christian.
exactly. I'm not a perfect Christian,
or whatever the fuck
but I believe in a lot of the things that he does and the reasoning behind it because it's a fact, bro. Like when I was a kid, if I didn't go through all those moments and like survive all those moments and continue to do the shit that like move on from that shit, I would not be the person I am right now. I would not be the person that's in the gym out here coaching like 200 over that has coached over like 100 kids in basketball. I wouldn't have been like in the position I'm at now where I'm out here managing artists and like understanding feelings and understanding all this type of shit. You know what I mean? 100%. I was built from those incidences to be like the man that I am now. You know what I mean? So like I agree to an extent. Everything happens for a reason.
I agree.
And I'm not knocking on any religion ever, but there was a certain point where I was very religious about everything.
Yeah.
Come from the Christian, and then I started like
Actually, I'll knock
wavering
on one
from
religion. So what's Scientology? Fuck that religion.
Fuck Scientology.
That's
yeah.
the one. That's the one religion I'll fuck up on.
fuck
Fuck with.
Scientology.
And I was always like praying. If I was ever in a hard spot, I'd pray and stuff, and things would seem to work out. And there was one point where I was out on my grandpa's farm. I went snowmobiling. I went for this long trip. I was about like half an hour away from home, and my snowmobile died. It died in the middle of a field. I was stranded there.
I hate y'all right now.
You good, bro?
You're getting set up, bro.
Getting set up,
I'm getting the
cuz.
setup. Bro, this is gonna be the funniest fucking episode ever, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
Niggas gonna be like, this nigga Shawn was on the ground, bro. But yeah, keep going.
Yeah, tighten that.
And so I was literally half an hour away in the middle of a field. My snowmobile broke down. I can't get this shit started. I've been trying for about like 10-15 minutes trying to get this shit back on.
Appreciate you, Chris.
I'm either gonna have to like walk, and like for a walk that's like an hour and a half home.
Gotcha, bitch.
So I'm like, am I gonna have to walk all the way home, do all this stuff? And I'm like, I'm at the point where I would pray, like, God, please help me get this stuff done. And I was at that point for a long time where I was kind of being iffy on my religion, but if any like troubles would arise to me, I would pray. And then I'd be like, okay, let me try. I'm just like, I just put myself in the mentality where this shit is gonna work. It's gonna start.
Yeah.
And did that. And literally the next pull I pulled, it started.
Yeah. So that's
And
what
the-
I mean. Like it's one of those when like you like don't get me wrong. Like I kind of have like a shunning towards niggas that like only pray when they're in desperate situations or like foul situations. But at the same time, I'm like, bro, it's really just because you don't know how to like. You don't truly believe, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To an extent, you truly believed, and that's why everything happened the way it happened. Right. You know?
Yeah.
Like even though you were only praying in moments where you were down, it like a part of you, and I can't speak to you on this, but like I feel like a part of you was like, even when things were up, you were still saying thank you God in an extent, or thank you whoever's watching over me. You know what I mean? To an extent, like internally, whether it was through your mental thoughts or like your actions, etc., it was like leading up to the ability to get into those situations where you're like, yo, like God, I'm begging, like please help me out right here.
No, but
then boom, you pull that cord, that shit works, right?
You know what the craziest thing is? I'm not the most religious guy either, but I do believe in God, and I do believe that there's some entity, if we're not gonna call it God, there's something, right? And recently, I was sitting there, and like I had my ex come back into my life, and I had a bunch of crazy just thoughts and like a whole bunch of shit that was going on, and like what am I gonna do with my life in the next 5 to 6 months, right?
Yeah.
And I just sat here. I think it was here. I honestly think it was in this room, and I was just sitting alone, or whatever. And I was like, I got to a point where I was so frustrated with everything. I was like, God, just like give me a sign of what to do. Like what? Like I literally looked up and I was like, what do you want me to do? Like what what am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to go? What is the answer?
Yeah.
And then I met Top. I met Rochelle.
Yeah.
I met y'all.
Yeah.
And we kept vibing. I got a gig. I got this. I got that. I'm like, all right, slow down.
Yeah.
I got the sign. I know what I'm supposed to be doing now.
Yeah.
I get it. I'm not, you know what I'm saying?
And
it was all from like, and I don't think it was like, I do personally think it was from me asking that question and being like I was pleading. Yeah. It was at the point where I'm like, I'm broke. I don't have money now. Like, I need to figure this shit out. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. Do I need to leave? And it was just like, nah.
Everything's
just you go.
Answering. No, I remember me talking about, like, I think it was like 2 podcast episodes ago or whatever podcast. The first podcast that I was on, and like even after that, like behind the scenes, we've talked about it where it's just like, yo, everything is lining up perfectly,
100%,
like perfectly to the point where it's like it's surreal.
Yeah, no,
that this shit is happening.
It is.
What I mean?
Yeah,
and like still to this moment, like I'm sitting here and like I'm laying here on the ground. Yes, people, I'm laying.
Don't worry, they can't see you. They can't see you.
Y'all can't see me, but y'all can hear me. But it's like it's to the point where it's like, dog, like the way that everything has kind of lined up. Like even today with the whole thing with like Raw Bar, it's like, mind you, like that's here today, gone tomorrow. Right, like I don't give a fuck, honestly.
Right.
But it's like everything was lining up to the point where it's just like, hey, you know, everything's moving, everything's going. Like if it was a mountain, it's like we're climbing, we're at the bottom, we're at the bottom, we're at the summit, all the way to the top, where it's like everything just clicking. The locomotive, the creative juices, everything is clicking. The products that we're putting out, everything that's like we're about to put out, the shit, the ideas, everything is just flowing in the perfect direction. Like to me, like my G, like as much as that's a part of us having those ideas, something had to plant those ideas and those skills into us.
And that's a higher power for sure.
100%, right? Like a higher power. Whether you believe in God, don't believe in God, whatever it is, there's a higher power.
You want to know the biggest tell?
Yeah.
Remember, you hit me up?
Yeah.
Yo, we're doing the podcast. Oh, can I bring my homie Sebastian through?
Yeah.
What did I say?
You said no at first.
I said no at first.
Yeah.
And how did I feel? Fucking stupid. Immediately.
Yeah.
I didn't know why, right? I had no idea. I'm like, why do I feel so fucking, like, dumb?
Yeah.
Or why do I feel like I just fucked up the biggest thing?
Yeah.
Right? And I was like, you know what? And I ran it back, like, not immediately, but like a little bit later, I'm like, yo, bring him. Bring him.
Like
don't worry about it.
5 minutes after.
So whatever, however long it was. Felt like a year, bro. I was literally like sitting there like, why do I feel so fucked?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, bring him.
Yeah.
Best thing that I ever did. And it was literally like, it was such a tug on my gut.
Yeah.
Like the hardest tug I felt in a long time to be like, you need to have this dude here. Like not even knowing him. Yeah. I didn't know he was Top Boy Poison. I've never heard a song from him.
Yeah.
But I like there was that tell, and then I totally understand now. Like literally, I realized this 2 days ago. I was like, damn, I totally get it.
Yeah.
Why I felt like that.
Yeah.
Because there's so much important shit that's about to happen that's associated with these people that you were with.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
bro, honestly,
why?
I fully feel that because even that day, I was hanging out with my homegirl Lucy and her dog. I don't know what the fuck it was in me. I don't know what the fuck it was. Like, this nigga didn't hit me up that day, nothing.
Right.
I took the onus on myself to be like, bro, I need to holla at Seb today.
Yeah.
And I called the nigga, chatted, was like, what's good, G? Yeah. Like, all right, let's go for ice cream, blah, 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 blah. And it was just like the urge within me to be like, yo, I need to talk to this man today. Yeah. Talk to that man that day. I was like, yo, I'm doing a pod later on tonight. Da-da-da-da-da. Like, what are you saying? Pull up. Like, I'll holla at Jay. I will talk to him. Holla at you. He's, like you said, the answer first was like, no. For reasons
only
that were understandable.
Only because my grandma was around, and I was like, I don't want too many people I don't know. And then immediately I was like, why am I being a little bitch, bro? And I understand most people be like, well, COVID, blah, 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 blah. And totally understandable, but that feeling was so fucking strong, bro. Anybody else, I'd have just kept it as no.
Oh, 100%. And I wouldn't blame you either. And like at first when you said no and you gave me the reasoning, I was like, oh, 1,000%. Like I messaged you back. I was like, I would do the same shit.
Right.
And then like when you messaged me back like 5 minutes later, I was like, whoa. This nigga said, yeah. I was like, all right. And like even before me and Sub got here, to the point where when we got here, I was like, dog. I was like, I just feel the energy. I was like, this episode is going to do numbers. This episode's going to do good on everybody. This episode's like the perfect opportunity for everybody that's going to be there. all of a sudden we do
For
that
all our
episode.
mentalities.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah, we do that episode, and it felt like it was meant to be.
100%.
Everybody's energy vibed off the rip. Everybody's like missions.
And me and
vibed
Top
off
have
the rip.
6
You know what
songs now because
and
of
now look at that. Exactly.
6 songs.
Y'all have
6 songs. 6.
Yeah.
I didn't
More
even
to
think I was
come.
gonna get one. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Yeah.
I would be lucky to get one with that guy. Like
Yeah.
the amount of talent that man has. This man's texting me like, bro, if I go, you go. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
No,
It's just like,
100%.
and it's like, to me, that never,
Yeah.
ever, and Top, you watch this, never, ever is a fucking goal, priority, whatever it is, to work with you to get some sort of something out of whatever you have. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I want to work with you because you're an amazing artist. I want to work with you because you're a good dude. I want to work with you because there's memories to be made that we can remember when we both gain our own notoriety and fame and whatever, and we remember back to the times we were in the basement and saying this, and this, and we didn't have to break bread and give that or give that. We just did what we wanted to do and got where we needed to get. And nothing in between that was about money, this, that, the next. No, bro, it's family shit. And even if it is whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? This dude is at the point where he could do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the fact that he chooses to get on a song with me or
Yeah.
do these things, or he could hear it, be like, oh, it's cool, but it's not something that I want to really fuck with or be associated with or whatever, because he has that kind of talent. The man is just a genuine dude, so I really appreciate the guy. I play his music because I fuck with the music,
Yeah.
and you see it when I play it. People react.
Yeah.
So it's just like that shit was just meant to be,
Bro,
and I'm
even
so happy
like,
it happened.
Bro, even talking like beyond that, bro. Like me and Tim were talking today. Like when I tell y'all, like I know y'all can't see. Well, I'll try to.
It's all good. It's all
Me and
good.
Seb are like this, bro. From day one when we met, I remember like at Foot Locker, it was a late night shift. We were working till like 2, 3 a.m. I'm really not talking to nobody. I go and I hear this man playing music because they had the Beats pill at that point in time. This nigga's playing music and or group of niggas are playing music, and I was like, yo, boy, like y'all listen to this type of shit? I was like, all right, I'm gonna put y'all on. I played Sage the Gemini. I played one track from this nigga. I can't remember the name, but I played that track, and me and Seb off the rip just vibe, bro. That summer and the 2 summers following that, but when I tell y'all, I was at this nigga's house every single day, or he was at my house every single day, there was no separating us, like at all. And it was like from that moment where I was like, I even look back to this day and I'm like, yo, God, you put this nigga in my life
That's how I
for
feel
a
about this
purpose. You know what I mean? Like you didn't just like I could have met anybody that day. I could have talked to anybody that day, but it just happened to be this dude. And from this dude, I've learned so much. He's learned so much, and it's just a back and forth. Like we're always teaching each other or trying to push each other to go forward. Like today, me and him have just talked about relationships, bro.
Right.
Like give us like fucking 3-4 years ago, no cap. Give us talk about relationships. We're about hoes this, hoes that. But now we out here having talks about relationships, this, that, and the
Structured
third.
shit.
And it's like, bro, like without dude homeboy being in my life, there's a lot of shit that wouldn't be as it is
100%.
today. And it's like a higher power saw that we would be able to do that, and the vibe between the two of us was like, yo, we need to make sure that we put these two together. They put us together, and now we just creating magic, bro.
Yeah.
Same thing with y'all.
I mean, that's
Bro,
how I feel about
like,
SP, man.
From day one when I met y'all niggas, like I used to go to the club and see Jay, talk to Jay a couple times in the club. All of a sudden, holla at him. We start talking outside of the club. Next thing you know, like fast forward to 2021, all of a sudden now we working together. We doing shit on a regular basis together.
You could call
100%,
Shawn.
like-
You could call Shawn my manager if you want. You know, it's,
Appreciate it.
It's fine.
I was out with Jaylin like all the time,
Yeah.
going out to Miss and stuff, and I would see the amount of people who come up to him, dap him up, talk to him for 5 minutes, stuff like
Yeah.
that.
But
do
who's the
stuff.
only person that ever came through?
Yeah, when he hit, he's like, we have this guy named Shawn coming through the podcast.
Yeah.
I met him at Mist and stuff like that. I was like, oh, shit. Like, out of all the people you know in Mist, I haven't heard any other names.
Yeah.
Like, people that come
Bro,
up
you
to
know how
him.
many
That's
people
love,
I meet?
bro. That's love.
I meet
You
a lot
can
of
fucking
people.
tell.
You know that too, being a DJ. You meet a lot of people.
Yeah.
But they're not real.
Yeah.
Hey, you're crazy, bro. You're sick. Yo, bro, you crazy, bro. You're one of the best DJs ever, bro. Let's link. Let's get lunch. When?
Nothing. Yeah.
I ain't gonna hit you up.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Like,
I ain't gonna hit you up, but I'll take your $20 tip.
yeah.
You want
100%.
some? Sure.
Nah, but like even like I know what
100%.
Jay's. Well, I know what Jay's going.
You know
on
what I'm
right now,
saying?
where it's
Like,
bro, we
yeah.
met.
There
and it
aren't
was, like,
people that I connect with
genuine.
like that. That's
Yeah.
genuine shit. Like,
Yeah.
and you would pull up, and you'd pull up for me, or like for like the vibes that I was bringing. It's just like, bro,
Yeah.
that's love to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and even like Seb said it today. He's like, I wouldn't be here
If it wasn't for
if
you.
it wasn't for
Facts.
you, bro. Like, it's just
100%.
like I know, and that's why that shit that happened irked me.
Yeah.
Right. So it's just like I ride for my dudes,
Yeah.
and my dudes are very small circle.
Very
My
facts.
dudes were only 2 people before.
Yeah.
I've expanded it to 3-4 people.
Yeah.
You, Seb, and this nigga right here,
Yeah.
and Malcolm.
Yeah.
Malcolm's always been a part of that.
Facts.
But like, I am a very, very calculated person, and I only let people in because they have, you know, an it factor about them in their personality. They're not somebody that's just a fucking acquaintance, a passerby, or a once in a lifetime thing. Like, you're a real important dude. You might not realize that, Curfew,
don't.
but you're a real.
I don't genuinely.
You
I
are
don't,
a
to be
real
honest.
important dude in
fact,
terms
yeah.
of like just being there.
Yeah.
Being
Bro,
a person that's
look at
fucking.
the
You're
last
the most
fucking
reliable
bro.
person I've known other than him. Because this is
100%.
my dude, right? But for him,
100%.
you're his dude. You're his
Literally,
Dylan,
bro. Yeah.
and it's like. You need people like that to be able to actually advance in life. That is like, don't worry about that. I got you.
The thing about Shawn and I is like we can go on a hiatus of like not talking for like a month.
Oh, we
Right.
did.
We did,
Yeah.
we literally did.
Yeah.
You know, like when I was with my girl, like my ex fiance, like how long did I not talk to you for? She bought the phone from you, and then
Yeah.
I hit
we
you up.
moved
being
out
like,
to
"Yo,
Toronto."
Yeah.
I've moved twice. I moved
Yeah.
to Toronto for almost 2 years, and we barely talked.
Yeah.
I moved to Vancouver. I did not talk to him for the 3 months I was out there, and when we came back,
was like
COVID.
nothing
Did not
new.
talk to him for
Yeah.
3 months.
Yeah.
It's nothing though.
Yeah.
But the thing is with like Shawn
my
and
nigga.
you guys can probably relate to this. Like no matter what, like Shawn and I, like we hang out. It was like back to square
Yeah.
one. Like
Yeah.
same
Literally.
shit. You know, like
Off the rip.
Not
was
even
same
like a
shit.
moment.
Same thing.
Literally, it was just like everything was like right back where it was supposed
Yeah.
to be.
Yep.
And like
Yeah.
for me, like I try to build all my relationships after learning shit like this. I was like, I try to build all my relationships off of that energy. Where it's like, if I really, and I feel like I'm a good judge of character when it comes
Yeah.
to shit like that. Where I'm just not letting just anybody in.
Yeah.
Like niggas used to be like, yo, I got CX. Like shout out to my niggas still. But this nigga used to be like, bro, I hope you realize like niggas, not everybody fucks with you the way that you think you fuck with them.
Right.
And I used to have to sit there and be like, dog, I know this. Don't worry. I'm like, at the end of the day, I will play a face or play a mask to
It's
some
connections.
of these niggas because I understand the long game
Yeah.
of it, the longevity of it.
That's something
Yeah.
I
And
had
I
to
was
come
like,
into character.
some of these niggas, I was like, bro, I could tell you right now, the niggas like off a name, the niggas that truly fuck with me and that are gonna rock with me no matter what. The
Yeah.
rest of them, bro, I don't care. I will play that game because I understand the industry or the business that I'm trying to get in or whatever the fuck I'm trying to do.
Yep.
I have to play that game.
Yep.
And niggas never understood me until now. Now you look at these niggas, they understand it. Like him and Alex, they both understand. They're like,
Yeah.
yo, I understand that not every single person is going to like the way that I maneuver. Some people will just understand it.
Yep.
Some people want a piece of it.
Yep.
And some people will actually genuinely fuck with it
Yep.
because those are the real ones that understand the game. And that's how it is with all of us. Like, yeah, you say it every single time. Or me and you've talked about it. Every single time we link up, it's always a fucking pure vibe.
Every time.
You walk into that room and it's literally just full enjoyment.
Every time.
Like, full enjoyment. Bro, got
me tell you
niggas that
something.
are strangers walking into the fucking room with them.
I'll
being
tell you
like,
something
"Whoa,
right now
This is real.
that I've
Yeah.
already manicured in my brain. When summer comes and things open back up and life is back to normal, me and Shawn are gonna be throwing some of the craziest parties you guys have ever seen in your
1000%.
entire life.
Yeah.
1000%.
And it's just
I've had the dreams about this shit.
Yeah, no, me
For
too, bro. I
it's
had I curfew. I texted you.
Yeah.
I had a dream about, bro. I'm sorry. Continue your thing.
No, but like for me, it's like like when I have a dream on some shit, that's when I know it's official.
100%.
It's a stamp. You feel me? I've had dreams of some success. I've had dreams of my success.
Yep.
I've had dreams of everybody's success, bro. Like even with my football shit, at one point in time, I had dreams of that shit going all the way.
Yep.
Yo, God willing, injuries deterred that shit. Went a different route.
Correct.
That same route had a dream, and I was like, I bet
We
this
gonna
is
fulfill
exactly
that
what
one.
it is. We gonna bounce back. We gonna kill it on 1,000. You feel me?
100%.
And it's like with you, like I've had dreams of the shit that we can do.
Yeah, bro.
And as soon as I had those visions and those dreams, it was just like, bro, this shit's meant to be. Plain and simple.
I've had dreams of where I'm like parring with like famous people like it's nothing, and
Yeah.
then they wake up and I'm like, okay, that felt so real.
Yeah.
I also had a dream. I'm sorry, jump back to this. I had a dream I fucked the shit up. I had a dream recently where I was like playing at like a football stadium.
Yeah.
And then like you were with me, and we couldn't get this shit working, but you were laughing your ass off. You're like, this is the funniest shit ever. I'm like stressing trying to get this shit on, like 2 minutes to halftime, like fucking trying to get everything together. It's not working. The people in the fucking like the PA, like the sound people are yelling at me to get my shit together. Everything. I'm just like stressing out, and I woke up and I just like freaked out. I'm like, I realized I'm like, I haven't had a dream like that about like what I'm doing and like the thing like in so long that it means that things are
going the right way.
Like I'm just, that means that that's what's on my fucking mind.
Yeah.
With COVID and everything, I've just been so determined about like, oh, let's make some music, let's do this or whatever. Can I get out? And then like finding these issues and then dealing with those issues. And now, like, I'm at such a point where I don't worry. I don't even think about myself. I haven't thought about myself, and it's probably not good, but I haven't thought about what I'm thinking about or in my brain for the past 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm concerned about Top.
Yeah.
I'm concerned about you. I'm concerned about him. I'm concerned about him. I'm concerned about all of these different things that are like, okay, what am I doing at Raw? What am I doing here? What am I doing for my mom?
Yeah.
It's so far away from, like, me.
Yeah.
That, like, having that dream kind of set me on the path, like, in my head to be like, okay, like, worry about this shit. Worry about, like, you know what I'm saying, success, and worry about, because you're just trying to, like, worry about everybody else's shit.
Yeah.
And I've been on that for so long, bro. I don't know.
But even a dream like that, bro, I would look at that shit and be like, bro,
But that's a blessing.
I'm in this spot right here in this dream, my
100%.
nigga. Like, how many people can say that they've been in a spot like this? Like, I feel like every dream has a truth to it, and every dream has like a path to it. You know what I mean?
Too.
Like, seeing something like that, it's like telling you, like, yo, this is where you're gonna be.
So be prepared, nigga.
Yeah, literally, get your shit prepared so that when you do get to this point, you're A1.
100%.
You feel me? It's just like, dog, like that shit is just like, it's a way. Like, I feel like the energy of the universe, and y'all niggas, whoever watching this could say like, oh, this nigga's on some energy horoscope type shit. But like, bro, I don't give a fuck, bro. Right. The energy of the world, the energy you put out there, shout out to fucking Big Sean for this. 100%. The energy you put out there is the energy you receive. 100%. You feel me? So to an extent, if you're gonna be moody, pouty all the fucking time, that's the same energy you're gonna get back. The same dreams you're gonna get back. The people you're gonna meet gonna be exactly like that.
Yep.
If you put out positive energy 24/7, 365, even on your down days, you still finding a way to smile and make other people around you happy.
Yep.
Bro, that shit is gonna come back to you tenfold, and when it comes back to you, it's gonna come back to you in an abundance. Like, niggas ain't even gonna realize that shit. You gonna sit there one day and be like, damn, bro.
And you won't
like,
even
low key, like, if I didn't smile that one day and make these niggas happy, that shit wouldn't have came back to me like this.
100%.
When you realize that shit and you kind of like really compartmentalize that shit, you realize like, bro, like, yo, the ability for you to do anything is through the fucking roof. Like, my black ass is laying here drunk as shit, and I'm still recognizing the shit and understanding the value and like the ability and the shit that we've been able to do in this short amount of time.
Yeah.
Like, me and you were talking about it. We were texting. It's so minuscule to the framework of what we really want to do.
But it's detrimental,
But when you understand it, it's detrimental. And I was like, it's like I texted Jay. I was like, bro, like for today, I was like, yo, even right now, I'm like, yo, I'm fucked up, my nigga, but I gotta like enjoy the moment and enjoy the things that we're doing right now, because at the end of the day, when shit starts speeding up, niggas always be forgetting to remember these moments and enjoy these moments. It's just like, dog, like we gotta enjoy this shit and keep putting this energy out there, because this energy gonna continue to come back, bro. I called my nigga in fucking Africa, Nigeria. This nigga called me back on the hop and was smiling the entire time.
Yeah, and
saying,
then
what's up
sent
to
you
everybody.
bear tracks.
Sent me bear tracks, and this nigga's like, yo, let's get to work. That's that energy, bro.
Yep.
That's that feeling. That's that, like, he know, like,
and let's not
like,
get it twisted,
to get to this,
bro.
you know?
That's dead tired, nigga. We working, bro.
Big facts.
Everybody working till they dead tired.
Big
Doesn't matter
facts,
if you're
bro.
a part of the label, bro. If you work till you're dead tired, you're part of dead tired.
Facts.
You work till you're dead tired, you part of dead tired. You work your ass off to the point where you cannot. You like literally. I was editing the podcast till 6 a.m. My eyes were fucking bleeding. You understand what I'm saying? My eyes are red, bloodshot.
I got something for that, my G. I got something for that. Seth put me on today. I got something for that.
Yeah, you got something.
But we gonna talk
about that. And I, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm dead tired, and I'm still like, all right, bro, can I write a verse out?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Can I get something done before I hit the sack?
Yeah.
And it's 6 a.m, whatever. If you fucking work your ass off, bro, you dead tired, bro.
Bro, I tweeted this shit the other day. I was like, bro, I'm working these hours because at the end of the day, the payback, the payout is gonna be worth it.
Yep.
It's gonna be magnificent.
That's Kurfew knows that shit, bro.
You feel
He
me?
be working his
that shit
ass
gonna
off,
be
making that
magnificent, my nigga. I'm out here, bro. Like, if y'all niggas would know, like, the shit that I went through today, yesterday, this entire week, my G, some niggas would have been folded. But it's like, bro, because of the niggas, and like, again, I pay all homage to y'all niggas because y'all niggas be like motivation to me because I see y'all working.
Appreciate you, bro.
Even when I'm ready to tap out, I'm like, bro, these niggas is working. I gotta work. I gotta work 10 times harder because at the end of the day, I know when I work 10 times harder, that's gonna make y'all work 20 times harder. When I see y'all working 20 times harder, I'm gonna work 30 times harder. It's a scale. Like, it just
100%.
keeps leveling
It builds
up.
and builds
Yeah.
and
You know
builds.
what I mean? Until the point where we finally all hit that point where it's like, yo, we here.
And when we're famous
We're
and
doing
we're
this
rich,
shit.
bro, we making
You know what
it.
I mean?
Kurfew, what you trying to say?
Yeah, the thing about what you're talking about is like I notice a lot of people too when they don't get to a certain point they want and they fail in life.
They give up.
They give up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like me, like I lost like my Jaguar, right? Worked 3 jobs, lost all jobs,
Right.
but I
You
never
didn't give
quit.
up?
I
You
didn't
still
quit.
here? Yeah.
You know what I mean? I could have just threw in the towel and be like, "Fuck this! I don't want to do this shit anymore. I don't
Right.
want a new car."
Yeah.
But no, I want a new car. I mean, who doesn't want a new car? You want a
I
new
mean,
car.
I want, you know I want
trying to
that.
rip that
Shawn wants a car.
Tesla.
I'm looking for that beam.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get that Tesla.
I'm trying to get the straight pipe 335i back in my life.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get a BMW and a Tesla, my nigga.
I just want a Tesla too. Not
I
gonna
feel
lie.
you.
Like,
Actually.
I
I
should
feel you on that. I feel you on that Model S.
Feel
Let's get that.
that.
Infinity
yes, sir.
straight. Okay.
I don't know.
But yeah, no, like touching about like
Stones
He getting the
on
Mach-E.
You just
He getting
change the
Mach-E.
rims and that's it.
I want to touch about the
Yeah, you
energy
know,
like
what?
that Shawn was talking about. So him and I had this conversation even with Seb, and because Seb came to his work or whatever, and he was talking to him about me.
Yeah.
And you know, like I never look at myself in a positive note, kind of something on my downfall. I never think of myself as like a motivational person to anyone. But and Shawn touched on it, and I never actually like knew about it, what I was doing in my head, like what I do to people. And I realize it now after Shawn points it out is like I don't remember the exact conversation that you had with him, but he said that me, I don't get happiness out of like I don't even know how you explained it.
I was just saying, like, you don't get like the person that I've understood, and like just like again, like I feel like I'm like Jaylin on this tip, where it's like I move tactical. Everything I try to do is tactical.
Right.
So if I'm gonna bring you around me, it has to be on a tactical
Right. There's a
reason.
point.
Like,
There's a purpose.
I'm a maneuver around you. I'm gonna throw you a little jab here, jab there, back up, try to figure you out, right?
Yep.
And I kind of learned like with Kurfew, it's like, dog, like that's exact word for word. I said you don't find happiness in doing shit for yourself. You find happiness in doing shit for others.
Yeah.
And that's
You're
a
a giver.
gift. You're a giver. That's shit that people don't. Like, you need somebody like that all the fucking time. You know what I mean? Like, to an extent, I'm a giver, my G. Like, I ain't go to work today while my grandmother's sick in the hospital in London, UK. I didn't go to work today, but I still was able to find the ability in me to get up, call one of my players. Yo, you got a ride to practice today? Nah. I bet. I'm going to get a ride. I'm going to come pick you up. I'm going to take you to practice. I'm going to get you straight.
Right.
I'm going to get you back on your shit. Did that. Like, I'm a giver to an extent.
Right.
You're a giver literally 24/7, 365. And people need that. Groups, like your tight core
Right, I
group
feel
that's
like-
going to be moving, you need that. It is important.
It is very important. I feel like, and I feel like you and Dylan are the same kind of like human in
Facts.
terms of like what your values are and how you look at like your structure of friendship and like who's important in your life. Because that shit is like, for you, like for my experience with him, this nigga will drop anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like
It's Cody.
for you, like you literally like, I play like I'm not doing anything. Like I'm gonna come scoop you. Oh, you don't even scoop. I'll meet you there.
Yeah.
Like the only other person I was talking to him in the car with us, the only person I know that would do that is him.
Yeah.
Only other person.
And
Be like, yo, we're doing the pod after blah 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 whatever. Come through. Da, 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 da. It's fucking like 11:35 whatever. He's doing his own shit and he's alright. Put this on pause and I'm gonna come through.
And this is why I told you, literally, right after we met, and after I met you, I've said this to you countless times now. I'm like, I genuinely fuck with you. I'm not gonna say the exact word for word what I've said, because that's gonna rub a couple of people off the wrong way.
Yeah.
But I've literally said it like,
Yeah.
I hold you to such a high standard off of just first impression of the first time we met and the first time we talked when everybody else left. I was like, dog, like I genuinely fuck with Dylan, because, and this is why I ask, Jay will tell you, ask about you all the time. Even when you're not here.
Yeah, he's like, "Where's Dylan?
Is Dylan coming through?"
Did I tell you that
bet
last time you were
there?
there?
I literally
he asked
say,
about you on
Dylan
Twitch,
ain't pulling up
yeah.
my G.
See?
I ain't pulling up. Because at the end of the day, I'm like, bro, Dylan is that dude. Literally, you and Cody are both in the same realm when it comes to like the same type of person. Like
100%.
y'all may not even realize it, but the way that y'all mentally think and the way that y'all mentally move and the way that y'all move in person is damn near
Y'all
the
are
exact same.
y'all are so beneficial.
Yeah.
Just in general, even if you're like there, even if I bitch you out for not saying anything, it's beneficial that you're around.
Yep.
Like having you around when I'm at Raw or whatever, like even just being next to me is such a boost in what I'm doing in terms of DJing. I DJ better, or I pick better songs, or I do things in terms of just like, I don't know what it is, but you help me, right? You're just like, you're a very important part of my life, right?
Big facts.
So it's the same kind of thing as like, you just have that energy, and both of you have that energy. When you were around when we were DJing fucking on that stream, it's just like your energy going into your set and what you put out and the fucking way that you played made me go, alright, I gotta level up my shit, or I'm gonna look like a fucking idiot because this dude just came and like literally showed me up on my own stream. So I gotta like literally up myself. And you worked me the first, like when I jumped on the second after I went on after you, I was like, fuck, I'm not playing as good as Kurfew. So I'm like, let me bring this nigga back and let me jump back on after and see what I can do.
Yeah.
But like,
But we push each other. Everyone
need
pushes
that
everyone
shit. I
in
need
your
that
friend
shit.
group, like in my friend group.
Yeah.
Like you guys are my best friends. I can
Yeah.
gladly say that, like, no hesitation. Like Dylan pushes me to be a better person. You
Right.
push me to be a better person. Sean pushes me to be a better person. Like we all push each other to a certain degree
100%,
to just be a better person. And like when we collectively are around each other, we just like we vibe and we bond
Yeah,
and we
100%.
click. We just click. You know what I mean?
Like there's no like issue. Like
No.
there's certain people I've been around where I've had a few people and then there's like an issue will arise.
And their energy or
and
something.
then the
throws
energy's
you
just
off.
fucked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody's energy's off. I never had that.
Yeah.
And even if it did come to a head or whatever it is, I'm sure there'd be a point where it's just like, listen, this, talk it out, blah, 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 and back to normal.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
there's no point.
Well, that was Sean and I actually at one point.
Yeah.
Like we didn't get in a well, I kind of got mad at him. Not gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. No, I'm not even gonna lie. He was the middleman in the cause of it. But
I got
yeah,
thrown right into the middle. I was just like,
yeah. And
nigga.
did I even apologize for that?
No, but
He's
it's
gonna
all good.
apologize
Oh.
right now.
I knew you apologized
apologize
without
right now. You're gonna apologize
apologizing.
right
You're
now.
Okay, well, Sean, I am sorry
good. You're good.
for
Don't
treating you
worry
like
about it.
dog
That's the
shit.
apology, bro, on camera.
For treating you like the taste of dog water.
Your dog water.
Your dog water? Your dog water? Your dog water?
Yo, y'all need to hop on video game streams where y'all understand that.
Yeah, you all understand that. Yeah, if you play video games, mainly search and destroy Call of Duty. Not gonna lie,
I used
hardcore
to play
only.
that shit, bro. I'm pretty good Call of Duty player.
But yeah, without getting sidetracked, me and
Yeah.
Kurfew went on that same shit where it was just like for those moments where we're kind of clashing. It wasn't even like, again, like he said, it wasn't even me. I was essentially playing the middleman.
Yeah.
And I had to tell this dude the other day, I was like, dog, even though you and said person were clashing and y'all weren't
What?
feeling on
What
terms, don't worry about it. Honestly, it's a long story.
It's not even worth
off
even
camera.
mentioning
Yeah.
because like it's just dumb.
But it was like, dog, even though you and that person were said person were clashing,
Yeah.
I literally told this dude the other day, I was like, bro, you're still my fucking friend. I don't give a fuck if like said person wasn't rocking with you at that point. I was still rocking with you because I understand you and I understand that person. I just had to be in the middle at that point in time because I was the only person that was like common denominator.
I've been in the middle a million
what I mean?
times, bro.
Even to this day,
Me
bro.
too,
There's some
yeah.
people I don't fuck
This
with.
guy's always in the middle. I leave him in the middle. There's always situations I don't fuck with somebody and then Dylan's stuck in the middle.
Yeah. I feel that, bro. It's like I'm saying, like to this day, there's situations like that.
Yeah.
I'm going through a situation like that right now.
Right.
But at the end of the day, bro, people have hollered at me. Y'all can pick up my phone. 11. I mean, you don't say my password on
Don't worry,
stream,
bro.
But y'all can pull up my phone, go through my fucking text messages. Y'all will see the text messages where I'm like, bro,
I low-key know
may
your
not be
password.
I'm not rocking with person right now, but at the end of the day, like I still say, yo, this person's amazing. This person's this person's that. This
Right.
person's that.
Respect.
Because at the end of the day, I'm like, bro, like I may not rock with that person, but there's a potential somebody else will. So I'm still gonna give them the credit that they deserve.
Yeah.
You feel me? And that's what it was. It was just like, dog, like we just gotta talk.
And the thing I noticed about Sean too is like he's such a humble person that even if like you and him are on bad terms, he will always find a way to like forgive you in a way,
You're right.
but not forget. If that makes
the most
sense.
important part.
Yeah.
Forgive but never forget.
Facts.
Forgive but never forget. You
Hey.
said forget but never forget.
I appreciate you. I
Forgive
appreciate you with that humble point because a lot of motherfuckers be thinking I'm the cockiest motherfucker alive. Don't get me wrong. At one point in time I was. Shout out to my girl for this, but like low key, like I've gotten to the point now where I'm just kind of like, bro.
There's a difference.
I'm doing.
To me, there's a difference
Don't.
between.
If you don't respect it, you don't respect it. If you fuck with it, you fuck with it. You know.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. Like I'm just cooling.
There's a difference between being cocky and being stern about your opinions or your like whatever you choose in life. And I found out that the hard way in my life. Like people, believe it or not, people say I was cocky growing up.
Yeah.
Me. Anyway, I was like, no, it's just I have certain things that I stand up for.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't tolerate racism, I don't tolerate sexism, I don't tolerate bullying.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I was never like how do I say this? Like in school, no one was ever racist towards me.
Right.
Because, you know, not gonna say anything, but white people are never deemed. You know, a white guy can go shoot up a school, kill 12 kids, and not get shot dead.
And he's not fucking.
Yeah.
And
he's
you know
not
what I
a
mean?
terrorist.
He's not a
He's
terrorist.
just got a mental
Yeah.
issues.
But some guy who's unarmed and he's saying he has nothing on him gets shot dead. It just doesn't make sense to me in our world right now.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know, like no matter where I go, like I experienced it with my friend Emmanuel, like in a car, he was racially profiled. Shawn, he's told me he's been racially profiled before. I don't think it's right.
Right.
White people are held just as much as accountable as any other race in the goddamn world.
Good.
That's my opinion.
I was about to say you good.
No matter what, like,
Yeah.
and it's just unfair that our world has come to this,
Yeah,
and you know,
100%.
but like, I don't stand up for it. Like, for instance, if Shawn and I were to go home tonight, drive him home, cop pulls us over, and he starts being rude, I'll stand up, I'll stick up, be like, what the fuck you mean?
I wouldn't even need you to. I would cuss.
No,
that
I don't give a
bitch-ass
fuck.
nigga out.
I'd be like, no.
Bitch,
I would-
Who the fuck you think you is? My
I would
nigga?
tell them I
So
was
your
like,
mom would be like, "Nigga, you better shut your mouth. Shut your
no,
mouth up."
if the cop, if
Like
the
the first part where I had that talk with a guy, I'd probably say some crazy shit,
Yeah.
but at the same time, I kind of be like,
No, my main
Yeah,
goal,
bro.
if we were to
Yes,
get pulled over, I would try my damn hardest to keep Shawn in check, because I
Right.
know over me and him who's going to jail.
Yeah, of course.
Not to be rude to you, I know who's going to jail.
but it's just, that's
But
not rude.
I will
that's
make
just
sure
the
over my dead body, if he goes to jail, I'd fucking join him.
truth. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
There ain't no doubt about it.
respect.
You know what I mean? If you want to put him in handcuffs and take him away, you might as well fucking put them on me.
Right.
Simple as that.
100%.
I respect that.
Because that's just bullshit.
No, it is, and it is. I've rolled with this dude enough, and luckily we haven't had like situations where we get pulled over, we get fucked over, we get whatever. But like, I already know, man, this dude would do a lot of shit.
Yeah.
You know, like if I was ever in trouble and like, or like, there's a lot of people, bro, that there's a lot of white dudes, I'll say, that if I were to hang out with, right, or do certain things with, once terms came to an end or when the sirens came around, I would definitely get, thrown under the bus.
No,
But
that's
like,
not right, Brandon.
yeah, no, it's not right, but it's just what it is. But like, I already know. I hang around the like white dudes or whatever, and I never worry about that fact.
Yeah.
That like I'm gonna get treated differently because I know that these motherfuckers are going to stick up for me if that's the fact.
1,000%.
Isn't
Alright.
that fucked up? But we're gonna cut
It
we're
is.
gonna cut.
But yeah, I
That-
was gonna say, bro.
Like
it's almost
this
my
nigga,
bedtime.
this nigga fucking laying on the ground. We got curfew. He had to move seats.
Yeah.
He rolled onto my feet.
Hey, all I'm saying though, outside of all that shit, this is still one of the realest episodes because you heard
100%.
niggas like,
Yeah. If
hit
this was
bottom.
audio, they would not know you
No, if
hit
this
the
was
ground.
audio, they had no idea you hit the ground.
Yeah,
We got
this is some
mic'd up.
vulnerable shit right here.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. This is some real shit. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in. If you did tune into this episode of Self-Care Sunday, we don't know when this one's coming out. Usually I do. Usually I have some topics for you. This is whatever it is, bro.
Spontaneous.
Thank you so much
Yeah.
for coming through. It's
Coming from
fucking
the heart.
almost 3 o'clock. It's probably past 3 o'clock.
3:22.
3:22. My bad. Fuck me. It's 3:22 in the morning. We're signing off. Self-Care Sunday.
Thank
on
you for coming
January.
through, guys.
Thank you guys for coming through. Really
Love
appreciate
y'all. Y'all my
Legacy.
family for
This
life,
is family
y'all.
for life right here. If you don't know, this is the beginning of something that's going to be very, very, very beneficial for
Facts.
our
Take
lives.
notes.
Yeah.
And
Take
your
notes.
life for that music.
When are you looking at this? 2030?
Yeah, exactly.
Looking at the Empire scene where it all started?
You're like, damn,
right
dog,
here.
right here.
Hey, I've been taking notes from Jay-Z and fucking P. Diddy, bro.
Me
This is
too,
gonna be
nigga.
an Empire type shit,
And
my
then,
nigga.
that's what I'm saying. We getting it. Self-Care Sunday. That's how we do it.
Good night.
Good night.
All right, time for me to go fucking bed.
Appreciate y'all, bro. Oh my god.
I'm deep, bro.
You're good.